Hi there, Becky Amble, and I want to share something with you that's a new feature on ChatGPT, and it's called personality. Let me pull up my screen, and I'm just going to walk through some things with you here on it and then show you how to do it yourself. It's pretty simple, and don't we love simple? All right, let's get this set up. So I want to share this with you, and some of you may have seen this before where I changed out my image. Anyway, the whole thing is that now AI is getting better at adapting to you and not having to have us adapt to AI. And ChatGPT has personalized some aspect here through their little aspect called personalization in settings, and it improves business communication, which I think we all could appreciate. Let's take a look at this. So the business problem is that there's no one size fits all AI. And we don't want to go to ChatGPT, Claude, Gemini, or anything and just put things out there because it's not us. So the output often sounds too generic or too stiff. And sometimes it just sounds too much like promo business going on. And then what happens? You can spend time rewriting, retoning, re explaining, fixing it up, which of course you want to be able to do. And the issue isn't really AI intelligence, it's the AI communication fit. We want it to fit us. And so sometimes, even though AI is helpful, it might not sound like me, might not sound like you. And that's what you want to do. And of course, you could do a custom GPT. There's other things you could do as well. So, what has changed, what is new, which is really kind of fun, is that AI can now be tuned to you. And ChatGPT users, as you can see, can adjust the tone. There's a setting for that. You can change your warmth, your enthusiasm, your emojis or no emojis, anything like that. And basically, you want to have your AI responses better match you and your communication style and how you communicate at work. Let's take a look. And why does this matter? Well, because business leaders need to care about things like our emails and our strategy documents, our presentations, our LinkedIn posts, our internal communication. Anytime we're communicating, we want our communication to sound like us. And certainly, we know how AI can be a great time saver and get us moving if we were stuck or anything. So, what you end up with by changing your personalization on ChatGPT is less editing, clearer communication, and more consistency. And what this is and what this isn't, let me just share a little bit about what personality means. It's not about being cute, it's being casual. It's making AI or not about being casual or being entertaining, unless that's part of your persona. It is about clarity, credibility, trust, and efficiency. And as all of us know, when you're working on content and communication, trust is one of those things that is absolutely essential to have as a foundation. So, bottom line, productivity and quality improvement. It's not a novelty feature. It's not just a gimmicky thing. Simple before and after example, let's talk about that. The same message, better delivery. So let's say beforehand on the left, you can see the generic AI. Here are several ideas you may want to consider implementing. And it comes back with that. And you go, yeah, that's sort of ho hum dry. Doesn't sound like me. Sorry, the screen changed there. I'm going to move my little camera thing. And after you personalize it, it sounds more like this. Here are three practical options that align with your goals and timeline. Now, align might sound like, that's too much of an AI word. There's some words that just sound like they come from AI. And you might have a different way of phrasing it. So your personalization is probably going to sound a little different. So the key thing is that your thinking and the AI's thinking doesn't change. It's the delivery that now is improved and sounds more like you, more like me. And this also saves time because you will have fewer rewrites. You'll have less time spent fixing the tone and adjusting. You'll have faster drafts that are closer to your final document and closer to how you actually communicate, and less frustration with the AI output. I'm sure all of us have had times where we did something in AI and we felt like saying, where did you come up with this? Just forget it or start over or something. I've had times when I said, you totally missed the boat, and it acknowledges that. So it becomes a better first draft that maybe you can actually use or won't have to tweak so much because it's already doing its creation to be more like you. All right, so the bigger picture, AI needs to adapt to humans. Not the other way around. So humans, we already have communication styles, business norms, standards, brand voices. We might have brand standards and all those other things that have been designed. And the goal for AI is to support how we work and reduce the friction in our communication with other people and to increase our communication or our output quality. So AI, remember, I keep saying it, we are in charge. We are the boss. AI is a tool. It is not a personality. We are the personality. And where this and where we're going to find it, we're going to go check this out in ChatGPT and the personalization settings. And you can adjust it once. You can go back and change it if you want. Anyway, where it's going to make a benefit for you is in your emails, your documents, your content, your strategy work, all those pieces where you're communicating and you want the AI to sound like you. So first, start simple. You can always go back and adjust it again. And some of the best practices are things like this. Keep your settings professional and match how you actually speak and write, and use AI again, as we keep kind of pontificating on this one. It's support. It does not replace. It is not providing the judgment. And review output like a smart assistant, not a final authority. Think of AI as your assistant, your intern, something like that. And remember, again, how many times have I said it? You are in charge. So that's the whole thing on a nutshell. And what I want to do is show you, I'll just leave this up where we were already in another picture here. Let me just close that. Okay, so what you want to do is hopefully follow along. Go over to the lower left and you will see my name. On yours, you'll see your name or your initials or something. And then you would click on that and you go very simply to personalization. There you go. It's right there for you. And that will come up. And then you go and you decide your characteristics. Do you want it warmth? Do you want it more friendly and persuadable or less? You can go down to the enthusiastic option, more energy and excitement. Do you want to leave it as the default, or do you want it calmer and more neutral? There's plenty of times when I need to be more calm and neutral. And how about headings and lists? There's the default setting. You can use something or you have more, and that gives you more clear formatting and lists. Or do you want more paragraphs? And there are times, I'm sure all of us have said, bullets are great, but I need to have a paragraph. So think about where that fits and what your particular style is. You may have a particular style. Usually when ChatGPT comes back and does something for me, it'll say, I'm doing it in your short, straightforward approach. All right. How about for the emojis? Do you want to use emojis or not? That's all you have to do. And if you have some custom instructions, like if you said, oh, I want to talk faster. I want to talk slower. We already had that a little bit here in enthusiasm. Let's say that you want more pauses or you want more inflections, or what else could you come up with? There could be some other things, and just anything you want to add there. If you want to add in anything else down here and your about, your nickname, all of that, there's some things too. And anything again you want to set here. Specifically, we're talking about personalization. So again, here, the base style and tone, let's go there. There's default. And again, you can have professional, friendly, candid, quirky, efficient, nerdy, cynical, those kinds of things. Now we recommend starting with professional. So I'm going to change mine actually from the default to professional. And I just encourage you, I encourage you to take a look at this and get the settings set for you, so that again, your communication, whatever you're doing, is already preset, at least with some of these parameters. And again, nothing wrong with setting up a custom GPT. You can do that. This is pretty simple though, and I think anybody can do this. It doesn't take a lot of technique, as you can see. Just go over again to that lower left corner where your name is, click on that, and you're going to see personalization show up. Go set it the way you want to set it. Let me know if you do this, what you think, if that ends up making your content from ChatGPT, the output that you get from ChatGPT, if it makes it seem more like you and you feel more comfortable with it and you like it more because it sounds more like you, let me know if you get a chance to try this and what you think about it. And see you next time, I guess. Bye.